Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Pirate Cove, Philippines. All right, so still working on public transportation in the Philippines. Now I can imagine some of you have already thought, wait a minute, he hasn't shown anything about the Jeepneys. No, I didn't forget the Jeepneys, okay? I guess I was just saving the best for last. But it's really on a serious note. On a serious note, there's a little bit of discussion I'd like to have about the Jeepneys. And now normally this area right here is just packed with Jeepneys, but what I found out is that right now is graduation is going on all over the Philippines, especially our area right now. And I imagine a lot of the Jeepney drivers are taking some time off and going to check their children for their graduation, which you can't blame them. They've worked hard driving a Jeepney all day, every day, and to put their kids through school. Not an easy task for anybody here. So, on the day I decide to do a video, we don't have a lot of Jeepneys. But right now, I'll go over here somewhere a little bit more quiet, and I'll have this whole discussion. Hang on, I'll be right back with you. Oh, that's much better. A little C2 to wash it down. This is the other side of the Inlex Santa Rita. Another one of the little communities. Actually, this is closer for us to get to than, say, the downtown central part of Malolos, due to the part of Malolos that we live in. So we just scoot over here to this little side road, and we're out here on the main road. This actually turns into a highway once it runs out of town a little bit. It goes way out towards San Miguel and parts beyond. I haven't been past much further than San Miguel, but it gets way out into the province area there. A lot of business up and down through here, and normally a lot of Jeepneys. Like I said, it's lunchtime and it's also graduation, so it seems like the Jeepneys are just not available. I'm sure that's got a lot of people real happy. Of course, a lot of the buses come along through here, and you can see they pack them in the morning and the evening. This area is normally just really packed. It gets really busy. People coming in from the side roads in my area right here. They gather on these corners around little stores like this, waiting for buses and Jeepneys so they can get on with business, going to work, going to school. A little bit of everything, just like the rest of us everywhere we go. It's a fairly nice Jeepney. And you see a lot of them like this. A lot of guys take a lot of pride in decking them out, doing everything they can with them. Obviously, you know, they get older and they are a work vehicle. And then a lot of them are sold off, so the next younger guy can start off with his business. And guys will buy their new one. As the guy that builds our cabinets for our peso nets. Haven't seen him in forever. Funny, we just saw him here. So yeah, these Jeepneys, they get old, but they rebuild them and they restore them and they just keep on going. They are tough, rugged vehicles. And out in the province, they see some really rough conditions, but they just keep going. They're a simple, easy design, and that's what's able to help keep them on the road. Just not a lot to show you right now. any other day, and I would be just swamped here with all over the place. So it's trying to make a liar out of it. Anyway, you can see people gathering here. Hopefully some more will get back on the road here and everyone will have a way to get around. There's one not full at all. Whenever I try to ride them, this is what I'll sit here and I'll wait till I get one like this where I can actually get in. That's if I just really have to ride one. Like I said, it's really hot today, and it's hot inside that Jeepney. But they're all open windows, so you can get a little bit of air, and hopefully your ride's not too awful long. But for some of these people, they may, there's people that take these all the way to Manila. All right, everybody. I found me a little bit of shade, a little bit of a breeze. I hope this isn't going to be a problem for the camera, but it feels good in here. Okay, so getting on with the Jeepney. A little history. For those that don't know, the Jeepney started from leftover Jeeps from World War II. Many were left here. Hundreds, if not thousands, were left here. And some were auctioned off, some were salvaged. And right away, the Filipinos found ways to use them for transportation. They started extending them and putting seats in them. And one guy could put 6, the next guy would put 8, and so on and so on. And now you've got these large Jeepneys that can hold about 18, 20 people. Depends on how many they want to pack in. It was a big help for the country coming out of the war to solve the transportation problem. The country was left in quite a mess after the war. So it just grew and grew, and companies were formed that started making these. Soon after all the Jeeps ran out, of course, they were able to make their own. And there are companies today, right now, that you can go down and buy brand new Jeepneys. Most of them, unfortunately, all use an older technology diesel engine. They're very good, reliable engines, but they're also very old. And the emissions from them are very poor. And that's where the problem comes in, is that now there are so many in this country, so many Jeepneys. And their emissions are just, really bad. And it's contributed greatly, if not, very bad, to the air pollution problem here, especially in your bigger cities. Manila being one of the worst. I'm sure Cebu, Davao, but any city you go to, even a small area in the provinces, it's going to be your only way to get around, that and a tricycle. You won't find buses. You may have to take a Jeepney quite a ways just to get to a bus area when you're in the province. So there again, like I've said in many things, depending on where you live, your options for transportation are going to be limited. And myself, I don't really care for the Jeepneys. I don't want to put anything down. I know it's a big cultural icon of the Philippines. I like taking pictures of some of them that are fixed up really nice, but for the most part, most of them you're going to find are kind of, not wore out, but they don't look the best, but they're a work vehicle, okay? They have a job they do every day, day in and day out here. And like I said, the numbers of them. So there's not going to be a real easy fix to it. When you see how many people are transported every day by Jeepney in this country, there just is no simple answer to fix the problem. Yes, the government knows about it. They have been working on it for a long time. They've been regulating the pollution, but there's just so much you can do without just eliminating it. And they have purchased a lot of clean diesel technology smaller Jeepney type vans, and a lot of electric and hybrid technology. And the purchases are very large. It's not just a few, but it's only a drop in the bucket compared to how many of these Jeepneys are in this country. It also has created a big traffic problem. Anytime you're in the bigger cities, not even a big city, Malolos and the surrounding areas here are not that big a city, but the traffic here is horrible, and the Jeepneys contribute to that quite a bit. But then again, they are moving a lot of people. And the reason they move so many people is because of the cost. It costs just a few pesos to go a long distance here in the city. If you're in the province, it's going to cost you very little to travel, maybe a long ways to get to your destination. And like I said, maybe the only way that you have to get around. So it's a very complex situation. Like I said, I really don't care for them. They're crowded. It's hard for a bigger guy like myself, and most of us Westerners will find them very cramped. People will carry a lot of bags. They're carrying groceries. They're carrying goods that they've been buying, and it's hard to step in and out of one. You got to virtually crawl across people. They pack them in pretty tight. Not that I haven't ridden them, but if I have a choice, I try to find something else myself. What the answer is going to be, I don't know. And hopefully they can work something out. It's definitely going to take time. Nothing happens fast here. But they are working on it. The government knows there's a problem. They've known for a long time. And so I do hope to see, and I have seen a couple articles about retrofitting maybe some of the newer, nicer ones with some of the newer clean diesel engines, electronically controlled, of course, and are able to keep the icon of people here. How many of those that they can be able to run, I don't know. It may be a bit of a stopgap until some of the newer technology, electrics and hybrids and that can be used. But it is really a major problem, and for such an iconic vehicle, it's just, and like I said, the masses of people, if you took all the Jeepneys away right now, this country would come to a stop, because so many people use them. And that little bit of money that is saved by being able to ride a Jeepney may make the difference in whether or not that child can go to school, or this person can go to college. If all of his money is going to be spent on transportation, it's more expensive. That might be the difference right there between someone maybe not being able to go to school. So before you criticize and before you make judgment or just snap decisions on, something like that, you have to look into all of the matrix of how it works and how it's become. Obviously, the problem was just overlooked for many, many years, decades. It solved so many problems for so many years that it was just not even thought of. But now here they are. They're way behind resolving the problem. And some of the problem also is the drivers. They can be a big problem as far as traffic goes. The discipline of most drivers here can be spoke to. But I never like to, air out my complaints on social media. I'm just not one that's going to do that. My glasses are not rose-colored, but I don't tend to air out my complaints. I have complaints like anybody else, but I don't think social media is a place for it. So I'm really not trying to complain about this too much here. I don't want to be that way, especially here on YouTube. I just want to try to explain where the problem is. You may see some other articles about this. Don't know where else to go with it, but do hope that they can come up with some solutions and get them in place. They are definitely working on it. Anyway, so there, everybody. I think I've covered pretty much the basic transportation public transportation of the Philippines. Of course, there's a few other different ways to get around, and when I come across those, I'll jump on the opportunity to do a video on it. So now I got to look at a few other things to do. Got a few other small projects in my mind here to give you. So watch for the next one and see what I come up with. All right, everybody, thanks for hanging in there with me. I'm going to get back to the house. It's really hot. It's about lunchtime. It's hot. It's April 1st, April Fool's Day, but I'm not trying to fool you. One other thing about April 1st here, this is the day I arrived 4 years ago. So there I'm at my 4 years. I have been here 4 years every day. I have not gone back. I have not left the country. In fact, I have not left the island of Luzon. Haven't had that opportunity yet. There's so much to see here, but our business keeps us kind of grounded to the area, and we only get a few days every so often to get around. So, but myself, I'm definitely full-time here. 4 years today I arrived. That's my last arrival date in my passport, and so thanks for sharing my anniversary date with me. All right, everybody, that's enough of me rambling again. Thanks for your time, and watch for my next video. Please like and share. Bye.